Hi, my name is Marissa Danforth, and I am doing the mid-year freakout tag for 2021. So let's just hop right in. Best book you've read so far in 2021. The Mixtape by Brittainy Cherry. And I know you're only supposed to have one, but I'm not picking between the two. And The Wish Collector by Mia Sheridan. That's how I'm going to say it. But those two are by far my two favorites of the year so far. Best sequel you've read so far. It is actually book 6 to the Ashes and Embers. It's called Asher. It is by Carian, and that one's my favorite out of the whole series. But I think it's because through the whole series, it kind of builds up to that story. Like each individual story has their own plot, has their own couple. But mostly through it, I was really, really confused and really wanted to know more about Asher himself. So that one was my favorite. New release you haven't read yet but want to. I want to read Bared Souls by Ellie. What was her name? Ellie Wade. In the synopsis, it really intrigued me because you got the good girl and you got the bad boy. I don't know. It can go either dark and twisty or like really sad and good, but I'm really excited for that book. I will be reading it soon, hopefully. I have a lot on my wish list, but that one's definitely way up there. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, anything by KL Savage. I am really into the ruthless world she has created. It's about a motorcycle club and all of their other little clubs that they have through the country, and I just love it. So I'm always excited for whatever she releases next. Biggest disappointment would have to be One Week Husband by Lauren Blakely. Now, there's a few other books where they're related. It's not really a series, but it kind of mentions the other characters. And that one really just kind of let me down. I don't know. I felt the chemistry, but it just wasn't all there. The story wasn't really that good. It felt really rushed and put together. And I love Lauren Blakely. She's new to me and I love her, but that one just kind of let me down. My biggest surprise was Rainbow by KL Savage. It is the first LGBT book I've ever read, and I absolutely loved it. The message that they have in the beginning of the story is beautiful. Just the whole story altogether was really, really good. So I highly suggest, obviously, every book from KL Savage, but that one was one of my favorites and the biggest surprise for me. Favorite new author is KL Savage. It's like the third time I've mentioned her so far, so that's a given. New to me would have to be TM Frazier and Lauren Blakely. They're very new to me, and I love their writing styles, and I just love the books that I've read from them so far, well, at least a majority of the books, and I don't know, the stories that they come up with and put out. New fictional crush. Pike from Birthday Girl, written by Penelope Douglas. I love Pike. Mainly, I think it's because he reminds me of my husband, and it is an age gap story. My husband's 10 years older than me, and Pike is older than Jordan, and he owns his own trade business. My husband owns his own trade business. Pike is, really well-rounded, takes care of her, pays the bills, works hard, loves hard, so just new crush right there. New favorite character. I love Preppy from the King series, and it's written by TM Frazier. Preppy is just amazing, and he has 3 books, I think it's 3, dedicated to just him, and through the whole series. Every King book in that whole series was just phenomenal. But Preppy, by far, my favorite. I wish he was, real. He'd be, best friend material. Book that made me cry would have to be Moto. It's written by M. Never. I actually have a review coming up for it, and phenomenal book, and every time I read it or listen to it, I cry. I actually want to get a hard copy of it because I love it that much. Book that made you happy. The V card, written by Lauren Blakely and Lily Valente, I think that's how it's said. Here, hold on. Yeah, Lily Valente. It's just a really good feel good book. They have good chemistry. It's a good story and just well-rounded, and it definitely made me happy. It was funny too. I don't know. I like it. Good story. And the last one, the most beautiful book you've bought or received thus far. I would have to say Calico, written by Callie Hart. I actually don't own the physical books, but when I'm going through my library on my phone, whether it be for the Kindle or the audiobook, I love the cover, and someday I will have a hard copy of it just because I think it's absolutely beautiful. So that is my mid-year freak out. It definitely was fun to do. I like that I had got to reflect on everything that I've read so far, pick and choose my favorites, remember, and see what I'm going to reread. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a nice day. Bye!